Disco was a sound, but it was also a feeling, and it was a kind of environment in which it was okay to let off steam however you wanted to. It was okay to be who you wanted to be, and it wasn't the hippie thing of do your own thing, but it was, you know, really find your own place in a different way.
You know, I always say that the 70s was the celebration of what the 60s preached, you know, and that was for love, peace, and loving one another and accepting people for who they are and what they are.
The one thing that I loved about disco, you had black, you had white, you didn't matter what color you were, all you needed was the beat. And that was the only music I knew other than jazz that allowed all nationalities and races to come together to make one kind of a music. And that's what disco did, and because of that, I wish it had lasted longer. Then you get back into the separate stuff, the hip-hop versus the rock, and then it went total left and right. Disco brought everything here. It didn't matter. For the first time in my life, it didn't matter.
It's the first time, I think, in American history, or at least recent history, where unknown artists could compete with big superstar rock bands. All of a sudden, like, Pink Floyd wasn't the bomb right now.
It was a fun era. It turned into some very dark places, but the beginning of this was just joy. And coming from that kind of 60s peace and love, let's all be together and dance, and it really was. It was a joyous, funny thing, and the more outrageous you were, the funnier it was, and it was great.
I always say that disco music is alive and well and living in the hearts of people all over the world. It simply changed its name to protect the innocent.